comic for you, and it's Rob Ciancaglini, hailing from Annapolis, Maryland. He has opened for people such as Wiz Khalifa in the past. He recently opened for Jim Gaffigan up in Pittsburgh, and he's opened for Mike Birbiglia here in 2 weeks. So please give it up for Rob Ciancaglini.
Mossy's a big fat liar. How you nerds doing today? I'm gonna stop laughing. I gotta look cool in front of the judges. You nerds are making it kind of difficult. I like to take my shirt off when I poop.
Oh my God.
It's just a fact of life. I don't really know why. I think it's out of some primal fear that I'm gonna like poop down the back of my shirt. I don't know. So it's tough in a public bathroom though. I do it there. You're not here to judge me, they are, so. I do it in a public bathroom, but it's always awkward in a public bathroom because you're walking the thin line between really wanting to poop with your shirt off and really not wanting other people to know that you're pooping with your shirt off in a public bathroom. So that's kind of annoying. Ideally, I'd like to be naked. That's ultimate freedom. You can't do that in a public bathroom because everybody will see you barefoot. Who designed public bathrooms? Like, what was that meeting like? Like, oh, you know that bathroom? You know that room with all the toilets against the wall? Let's just section them off into individual little closets. How's that sound? Oh, yes, Mortimer, we can leave a 1 foot gap between the bottom of the wall and the floor, and they can judge one another by their shoes. I don't know why robber barons invented the bathroom stall, but they did in my world. I judge people by I like to make up little stories based on what shoes people are wearing next to me in the bathroom stall. Like, if someone's wearing flip-flops, I'm like, that's probably a white person. Maybe a surfer. Flip-flops and socks, and you're like, that's probably the most awful white person I know. Sneakers, you're like, maybe a nice dad. Maybe he owns a sandwich shop. Maybe he's a workaholic. Maybe he loves his sandwich shop more than his own family. Maybe he got divorced when his wife found him in the bedroom smearing avocado spread all over himself. As the storyteller, I reserve the right to have nobody in my stories better than me. And I exercise it. A pair of Nikes, maybe he's a basketball sensation. Future first-round draft pick, promising career. Tears his ACL, career ender. Never plays basketball again. Leaves the NBA. Gets depressed. Cures depression. Finds solace in the sandwich shop he opens. Smears avocado all over himself. That one's funny and nice because avocado saved a life there. Oh, avocado, you're so fickle. Shout out to avocado for that one. So, change of pace here. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but for the last 2 years, a musical act has won the talent show. And I'm here to win this year. So without any further ado. What happens when somebody farts in a submarine? How bad does it have to get before you say screw it and roll the windows down? Who the hell keeps putting cantaloupe and honeydew melon in my fruit salad? We all know it's filler so you can skimp on the grapes and pineapple. You're a cheap and lazy hostess, and frankly, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm not super impressed with Jesus. We're gonna do the Jesus joke anyway, so just get comfortable. I mean, I thought about it pretty hard, and I was thinking that if I could turn water into wine, I'm sure 12 of you would follow me around all the time. Sometimes I like to imagine that maybe Jesus has a lesser counterpart, maybe a second cousin. And he has also cool talents, but not as profound or world-changing. For instance, Jesus can walk on water. Maybe Mises is a strong swimmer. Jesus turned water into wine. Maybe Mises shows up at a party. Hey guys, try this wine. You see, Mises? Everybody's a little annoyed with Mises. Mises? Did you turn this Cabernet into a Merlot? He says, why, yes, I did. And everybody rolls their eyes and says, oh, thanks, Mises. Jesus was born in a stable in the middle of the night under a veil of secrecy. Perhaps Mises was born at Bethlehem Community Hospital in the middle of the day. That's all the music I have for you guys. Thank you for that, Brian. Last weekend, my girlfriend and I watched a documentary on the Holocaust. You guys laughed at the Jesus joke, you have to laugh at this. There actually is no joke, I just really want to tell you about my love life. So relationships are weird. Conversing with your loved one can sometimes be weird. Ladies, I'm going to give you a little tip here. Catch your man's attention within the first 15 seconds, or you've lost him forever. Take me, for instance. I said poop within the first 15 seconds of my act, and not one man has broken eye contact with me. But as soon as you say something like, oh my God, you'll never believe what me and Becky did today, you lose us. We tune out. Why? Because we do believe what you and Becky did today. Why is that? Because Becky's not that fun. And the story always goes like this. Me and Becky really wanted to watch a movie, but there was nothing on Netflix. So we went all the way to Walmart and we wanted to get Clueless, but then we realized it was Halloween, so we got Hocus Pocus! And I didn't listen to any of it after Becky, because I knew that was the story. But I'm a good boyfriend, and even though I listened to none of it, I sensed the lull in conversation after the period, and I say, oh, that's crazy. All the guys are laughing. The guys are trying so hard not to laugh. Oh my God, I don't do that. How does he know? Everybody does it. I mean, truthfully, she's happy that I responded because it sounds like I listened, but I actually never even had to stop thinking about boobs. Misogyny is fun. Here's a little confession. I actually do that to everybody. There's 3 people I've encountered in my whole life that I enjoy listening to. I have a carefully thought out list of the people in my life that are bearable to listen to, and it doesn't even fill a Post-it note. So I've developed this defense mechanism, I guess, where when I tune out, I have something to say. So I never know what to say at the end of a conversation, so I just say, huh, it happens. Which is perfect. I say, huh, it happens, because it's a light chuckle in case they said something funny, followed by something that just physically could not be a lie. I got in trouble with it once though. Some guy came up to talk to me, and I tuned him out immediately. He said hi, and I immediately tried to figure out which dog this guy looks most like. It was a Saint Bernard, anyway. He just started talking, and then I sensed that natural lull in conversation, and I looked him in the eye, and I went, huh, it happens. And he kind of looked at me for a second, and puzzled, and then nodded in approval. And he was like, yeah, man, I guess you're right. Sometimes grandmas do die. And I felt horrified. So, but then he had this attitude about it. I taught him some existential lesson about life and death. So I just kept this little nugget to myself until I could broadcast it in a public forum. If you're out there, I love you. Yeah. So anyway, relationships are weird. I used to date a girl who would she would always go through my phone. All my text messages were totally benign to me. So she would, one time I got a text from a girl, another girl friend of mine, and she said, "Hey Rob, finished my half of the project. See you in class tomorrow, smiley face," which is a death sentence. And she went off, and I'm so mad too. But I'm not mad at her for going through my phone. I'm not mad that she's mad. I'm just mad, maybe jealous is a better word, that no other generation of men have had to put up with this. Imagine 200 years ago, nobody went rummaging through your telegrams. Could you imagine John Adams? That's more than 200 years ago. Could you imagine John Adams just hanging out in his country estate, and there's a knock on the door, and he's busy, so his wife answers it, and there's a telegram. And it's "Dear John," there's still Valley Girls, in the late 1700s. "Dear John, stop." And instead of I can't mime this because it was this. "Dear John, stop. I had such a good time at the Constitutional Convention, stop. It was so cute when you picked me up in your carriage, stop. And you started nibbling on my ears with your wooden teeth, stop. You totally ruined my favorite petticoat, stop." And whatever his wife's name was, it's really she's all in a fluster. She's got the telegram. She slams the door in the guy's face and she goes storming the other. "Jonathan Adams, would you like to explain this, sir?" I don't know why she sounds like my grandma, but "Jonathan Adams, would you like to explain this?" And he looks up from what he's doing. He's like, "It happens. Thank you."
Rob Ciancaglini, everyone, also knows the best ab exercise in town. So we'll go to our judges. What do you guys think?